So the health crisis has meant that I'm truly roaming, as my home country, the UK, is in a mess. Okay. That's this person's comment. That's not us, right? I've lived in 10 countries, so can I settle anywhere as a new home and move residency there? Also, after Brexit, I don't much want to be in the UK. I'm waiting for my Irish passport and marrying a Dutch person. I have many options open right now to make a change. Was thinking choosing a new base, buy property and plant a flag, as you say. Considering Malta as its EU and great weather and seems to be a popular place to base, what do you think are certain countries more open to new tax residents? If you can pick anywhere, would it be? And how does one go about choosing a new home? Okay, so a number of points there. So let's first talk about the UK. I haven't been in the UK for a while because of the health situation, and I'm moving around. Now, HMRC, if you go to HMRC's website, probably hmrc.gov.uk, there's a statutory residence test, and you can do that yourself. You can type in whatever. It's a series of questions and answers, and then at the end it says whether you're a tax resident or not. So that's an objective test. Now, there's also another test that's not easy to follow, like a Q&A on their website. It's the Center of Life test. So if it is, I know you physically have not been in the UK, but as a UK citizen moving around, is your family still there? Is your center of vital interest still in the UK? Do you have, maybe you have a condo or your apartment that may be empty and available for your use? Maybe you're still keeping your job and working remotely for a company in London. So it really depends whether you have severed all ties with the UK. Otherwise, HMRC can and does take the view that I know you're outside of the UK, you're living in Monaco, or wherever it is you're living, but you are still a UK tax resident because your center of life is still in the UK. So you just need to make sure that that is severed. So now going down the list, you're waiting for an Irish passport and you're marrying someone who's a Dutch citizen, right? So that, of course, opens up the EU. Of course, we could talk about the entire world, South America, South Asia, Africa, Japan, whatever, China. But if it is that you want to be in the EU, then yeah, absolutely right. The Republic of Ireland is still in the EU, and there still is freedom of movement. So you have the right, once you get that passport, that Irish passport, you will have the right to settle anywhere in the EU. So that can open those options. Similarly, once you marry your Dutch partner and you get Dutch residence, and that gives you the opportunity to move to Holland, right? So to answer your question, all countries in the EU, once you have that EU document, or as an Irish passport, for example, you are legally entitled to freedom of movement. Although I know because of the health situation, some borders have been temporarily closed, but are now reopening, which is a good thing. So just generally speaking, health crisis aside, you are entitled to move and settle anywhere. And once you settle, you go to the local tax office and you register, you get the equivalent of a local social security number, whatever they call it, in that given jurisdiction. And you plant your flag and you are tax resident there. Of course, some jurisdictions are more attractive than others. Let's see, Ireland has a similar scheme to the UK. And actually in a few hours, we're doing a webinar on Ireland taxes with my colleague in Dublin. So Ireland has an option where you can be there, but that you can settle under certain circumstances. You can be taxed, in the UK you call it res non-dom. You can be resident but non-domiciled, so not tax domiciled. Similarly in Ireland, you can be resident but not be tax domiciled in Ireland, and therefore the money that you earn outside of Ireland will be untaxed by Dublin. So that's an option. The Northern European countries don't tend to have that, as far as I'm aware, not Scandinavia, not Germany, but the southern European countries do have it. So there's the NHR, non-habitual residence in Portugal. There's the Beckham law in Spain. Italy has something, and I believe Malta has something as well. But it's very, very, very nuanced. So anyone who says, "Oh, you will live in Portugal, for example, and live tax-free," wrong. There are lots and lots and lots of exceptions depending. So you'd want to check with a Portugal or Maltese, depending on where you're exploring, a tax professional. Explain to them your sources of income and your situation, and see whether it is to your advantage from a tax perspective. Obviously, when you're deciding on a new home, there are a lot more non-tax factors, like where does your partner want to be, where do you want to, family stuff. But if it is that you're completely open to anything and it's just purely tax, then you do have some options. Ireland, Spain, Portugal, Malta, Italy. Okay, hope that helps.
Please subscribe, like, share, and comment below. Our books and upcoming event are available at htj.tax. Email us at help@htj.tax to engage us, to advise on international tax or business matters.